All right, the next comic coming to stage is very, very funny. Please give it up for Travis Michaels, everybody. Travis Michaels.
What's up, San Diego?
Hey.
Hey. So this is my first time ever performing stand-up in San Diego. I'm originally from La Crosse, Wisconsin. So I just moved here a year ago, and La Crosse, Wisconsin is on the complete west side of the state. So if this is the state, we're over here. Oh, no, over here, over here. It's on the opposite side of Milwaukee, which is the only increase they have there is their crime rates. So since moving to California, it was a 2,200-mile drive, 3 days, and it took for fucking ever. And the first lovely state that I got to pass through was the awkward state of Iowa. And I pulled over at a lovely McDonald's because we Wisconsin people love our fast food. And as long as we can get an imprint that stays in the chair before we sell it, that's what we're about. So we go to the McDonald's and I say to my friend, we're ordering, what do you want, blah, blah, blah. I said I want a 10-piece nugget. The girl at the counter, she seemed like a normal woman, but clearly she was nowhere near the ballpark stadium that is normal, unfortunately. So she asked if I could fix her sink. And naturally, I went to my sex place and I was like, no, I cannot fix her sink. And she said, no, our sink behind the counter is literally not working, can you fix it? And I'm like, no. And she offers me her tools. Her manager literally came up and gave me the tools to fix it, and I said, still no. A, I'm a customer. B, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Just because we're in the Midwest does not mean I'm some fat, chubby plumber with a butt crack that I'm willing to show. But more importantly, I really don't know anything about plumbing and or your plumbing. Basically, she asked me if I want to unplug her pipes. I said no. I guarantee you can't take my Drano, number one. And number two, I know nothing about your plumbing system. Also because I have no attraction to you. So that was the ixnay on that. Moving forward, getting to the lovely state of California and San Diego was the next long state of Wyoming. And let's just say Wyoming is a very, very long state. If you've ever driven through Wyoming and or any of those states where there's nothing to do but look at the roads and the lines on the roads, you will learn that the speed limits are not fast enough, regardless if they're at 85 or 90 or 95 miles an hour. There are endless straightaways. And there's nothing worse than when your GPS allows you to get onto a ramp and you're like, yes, halfway through the United States, we've almost made it. And it says 346 miles till the next right. And it's like, you're driving through Wyoming, as we were, and I got bored because it's already into the road trip, and you all know that when you start a fun road trip, you're super pumped to do the road trip. You got your music ready, your snacks, all that jazz. About 45 minutes in the road trip, where you realize that the soundtrack CD that you burned is not going to make it all the way through because Charlie Brown's Christmas is a lot shorter than you had anticipated. So as you're driving, basically the only thing I could do to keep myself awake was I read 50 Shades of Grey. I've been driving for a long time, both my hands get tired, naturally I need a third arm to kick in, so I start reading. So then I just lean back and let a lot of different things start doing the driving. Unfortunately, I did not see the stop sign and we ran right through. We blew a huge load all over the road. It was very, very disgusting. So now that we're in San Diego, I've noticed a lot of things that are different from the Midwest. First of all, snowblowers are not here, unless you find one on the corner. Second, why do you wear coats and Uggs in the middle of 50-degree weather? Come on! It's not that cold out. I went to a fucking Starbucks the other day, and in line, there are women who are covered in coats, men who have their hoods up, mittens off, they're just taking off their gloves like, gotta get ready to pay. I was driving, I was all snuggled up in my coats. This is gonna be a long day at work. I can't believe the drive ahead of me. Do I have the remote start? Did the defroster start? Because damn, it is cold out. Meanwhile, me and my friends are like, this is Wisconsin, let's get the fucking shorts out, t-shirts off, it is time to tan. The hardest part about being in San Diego, I've noticed, unfortunately, is the amount of, for lack of a better term, wimpiness that I see around living by me. And I love San Diego, it's awesome. This place is beautiful, perfect weather all year, but the moment the rain hits, it's what I would like to quote as Winter Storm 2014, which was absolutely bullshit. Because first off, it's not a storm. It's like when I go to the damn San Diego Zoo and there's literally a display of ice next to the polar bears. And it's like, look, mommy, it's ice. No, that's fucking Wisconsin. That's what that is. But nice try. What I don't quite get is when there is a small rainstorm that lasts for a couple days and a branch falls, Basically, San Diego is non-usable. A branch will fall on the road. Thank God that there's, a cop car that pulls up, 6 flares, a couple cones, and a fucking policeman in a pear tree that show up. Meanwhile, I'm coming across the branch that has fallen off the small twig of a tree. And thank God I knew what to do. If it wasn't for the polite policeman, I would not have known to swerve around. I would have much rather hit it. But it's unreal because you're driving and there are just brake lights everywhere because the moment there's a rain, no one knows how to drive. No one knows how to drive. It's so different in Wisconsin. For those of you in the audience, there are a couple. I saw your hand go up. The tree was fine. The branch, they were able to replace the tree, so it will be buried in a new burial site, unfortunately. It did not have its green card, still awkward. So it was probably, they're going to send it back across the border. It was an IMA plan. And my favorite part about Wisconsin is how long it takes to get there. And to be honest, even after tonight, I'm just thankful for transportation. So I just can't wait to get on the road again. Good night.
Travis Michaels, everybody. Yeah. Is that your first time, Travis?
Yes.
Yes, Travis Michaels' first time doing comedy. That's really cool. You guys should be more excited. Pieces of shit for not clapping. It's really hard to do comedy. It's really cool. He's from Wisconsin. The Green Bay Packers just won.
The Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. I don't really like football, but I hate the Dallas Cowboys. I can't stand everything they represent. So on the count of 3, let's just still have some fun. Count of 3, let's